to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Orji. Runs through the tackle. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
And the Rebels have pushed it inside the 20. There's a crease. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Vegas.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Unloads quickly. He's past the 30. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
Running inside. It's Barfield. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion.
Turning on the Jets. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Hawaii. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he tacks on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score coming on the touchdown pass from 55 yards out. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the snap, it's Orji. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Last run didn't get much. Ball's at their own 26. Here's 2nd and 9. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Well, giving away 5 on the false start certainly doesn't help anything. 2nd and long coming up. They go to the ground. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Complete to the left. Makes the grab in their space. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Thomas. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown UNLV. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up. So it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
And here's the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Gets rid of it. Working that left side now.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
And the Rainbow Warriors with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Barfield. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He might want another play. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. The short hands, it's Brown. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. When the defense loses you like that, you have to find a way to make sure the quarterback sees you.
Man, I guess that's waving your arms. Hey, I'm open. I never really understood that because I never feel like you're running as fast, but he got by the defense. Quarterback gets outside the pocket, makes the big completion down the field.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. We'll get a stoppage in play here as there's an injured Rainbow Warrior. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. He'll pull it down. Turning it on. He's brought down the one of play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
The Rainbow Warriors have moved it inside the 20. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. Touchdown, Hawaii! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And that's why it's so tough to stop an option offense in plays like this, because defensively you've got to be so good with your assignments. Someone needs the dive. Someone needs the quarterback. Who's got the pitch man? That time nobody on defense had the answer.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. Someone not clear on the snap count, it'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on. Everybody and their brother showing blitz.
Running inside, it's Thomas. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense gets home with the pressure and knocking down for a loss, but there are penalty markers down. Let's sort that out. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed him for the defensive holding penalty. Free yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Wide receiver going in motion. The run inside, it's Thomas. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. So you get stuffed on first down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now in this second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat and mouse game going on right now between these two coaching staffs.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Thomas. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for room, it's Glover. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. A designed run for the quarterback.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his back in the middle. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. I wonder a lot of times why teams don't run this route more often. It's an impossible matchup for the defense.
Linebacker on running back. I'm going to lose that matchup a lot, but a nice job by the running back selling to the flats just enough to get that inside space to open up, make the catch, and start getting down the field.
I mean, you just can't teach and coach big D tackles to be that quick. I mean, he shot right out of his stance, beat the offensive lineman, and he was in the backfield before the O-line even knew it.
He'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. They want a little extra time to think over this 3rd and long as we've got a timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got him downfield. At the 20, he's got space. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and he gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
In the red area, it's Thomas. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Got his man on the right. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
These 3rd downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this 3rd down.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Stepping to the right. He might have gotten way too greedy there, held it too long, and couldn't throw it away to avoid the loss.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. Setting up 4th down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. Absolutely center cut. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Out of the end zone. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with Tulsa taking on the Oklahoma State Cowboys.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Rebels offense is back on the field. They'll open the second half on the ground. Picks up the first down. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Takes the handoff. It's Glover. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They feed him again. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it to the right side. Finding some room. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. And the Rebels want to crank the tempo. Trying to run, it's Glover. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels!
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll up to the 25. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Got his man in the middle. Got room at the 35. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Rice. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Making side adjustments here. They give it to him again. And the defense drags him down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Every journey begins with a step. This offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. From the gun, wants to pass. He rifles one deep to the left. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
UNLV will start this drive. The offense out there ready to go. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Just going to keep it after the snap. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
So now it's 2nd and long. Using his legs, it's Thomas. Maybe some room here. Got enough for the 1st. Pass to 50, the 40, the 20, 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Rebels. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
Let's kick this.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty.
Number 32, set to kick off.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Hawaii will get things going as their offense makes its way onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Running inside, it's Barfield. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And the Rainbow Warriors will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
Quarterback making checks. Second down, he'll throw it. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on the doorstep to make this a game again. Give them credit. They never lost their confidence. They never stopped being aggressive, and finally, 2 guys hook up. Massive play for the offense.
The Rainbow Warriors look to keep this drive humming. The run inside. It's Barfield. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Offense gets set for second down.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Pressure coming. That throw might have been a little too hot. He couldn't haul it in inbounds.
And that was a good effort. That was a good throw, good catch, but he just ran out of real estate. And if I'm a QB, you want to miss outside. You definitely don't want to miss inside, but, man, he didn't miss by much.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble.
Here we go, ready. 1, 3, return. Sweep. Ready, go.
From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors.
Here in the second half of this game, you're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. And if they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Amen. I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making plays, keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back to them time and time again.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. That's caught. It's Burnett. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
On the move, it's Thomas. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They're just handing the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No, sir, no mas, get it together.
We've reached the break, and UNLV is on top. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Little over-anxious out of the stands early, and it's a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So after that false start, now dealing with 2nd and 15. Back to pass. Caught behind the line. It's Thomas. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. He's looking downfield to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Glover. Could be an alley. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Rebels. He got a step and just dusted the field. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and he just has 4 now on the season. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just handing the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And the extra point was good.
UNLV 38, Hawaii 21. Number 32, set to take this one away.
Here he comes with the return. Tackled and brought down right at the 20. Line good coverage there. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Might be changing the route. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Pocket breaking down, and it's a sack.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points, and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. So thanks to the defense, they take over, big lead in hand, and an opportunity to run this clock out if they so choose. Now we got a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And the Rebels trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Rebels. And the route is on.
And how about this offense? Another scoring drive. Great job. They seem to be in a much better rhythm than they were a week ago. They're 0-1, lost week 1. They could have got down on themselves. I like the way they bounced back. Now they're going to be 1-1 with this performance.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Rainbow Warriors offense comes out ready to go on the attack. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the right. Makes the grab, it's Harris. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
to the air on first down. Get it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Hey, just a great job by the defense. First down, the whole menu's open to the offense. They try to slip in the screen pass. They see it right away, get him on the ground for no gain.
Back to pass on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in. I'm playing the pass every time, pinning my ears back, and going to get the quarterback.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Quarterback may change this route. They just keep firing. Under fire. And down he goes.
And this defense has done such a great job. Another sack on the day. They forced an interception. They've been flying all over the field playing great defense.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gonna let it fly. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. So thanks to the defense, they take over, big lead in hand, and an opportunity to run this clock out if they so choose. Play clock was getting close to zero, and they have to burn a timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The corners are walked up tight. The give as they work on that clock. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Just feeds the running back.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. They'll run the option. Look at, got a little grass. Picks up enough to get them 1st and 10 from the 13.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback, and too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. 3rd and 11.